Hello everyone, welcome back to the Crypto Moses channel. It's an honor to be here. Thank you guys so much for watching, so much for the comments and the likes and the shares. It just means a lot. It really does. Thank you guys so much. Today's video, we're going to go over BTC real quick. I haven't done a late video in a while, which is awesome. I finally just got a chance to pause working on the businesses to get this video out for you guys today. What I want to look at is Bitcoin. We're going to also look at the Ethereum chart, maybe some meme tokens, and try to understand, is this rebound going to continue? What does it look like? What is the TA telling us? Where should we go from here? And let's just jump right into it. But right before we do, actually, do me a favor, boys. If you are trading, if you need a good exchange, I've been using the shit out of Margex, allegedly. And here, let me show you guys how freaking great it is. It's probably the one exchange that I found that will allow you to trade, but you can use as much or as little leverage. So when I really want to show you guys the leverage, I like this too, because then I can just pick the portfolio balance. But this is critical because then you can leverage it to whatever you want. And then once you're leveraging it based on other assets you have. I was on a live earlier and me and some of the boys were talking about it. And one thing to think about, you guys, is like, if you're going to leverage, you have to be really smart about it because it's the biggest risk you can take. But if you're going to leverage and you can use one big trade that you're really confident in and you've got a bunch of confluent reasons on why your trade is good, then you have a huge chance of actually making big profits using leverage. So just think about that when you're trading. I do have a link below. It does help. And then you can get the referral link and use that to give to somebody else. So please don't hesitate. Let me know if you've got questions on it. I really do like it as a system, but let's get right into Bitcoin. So where are we at right now? It looks like the market is starting to rebound. One thing I don't like about it is that RSI curve. So what would that be here? We've got a lower low, or a lower RSI to a higher high. And then here we've got a higher high to a lower low. So what is that for you guys? As we know right off the bat that is a sign of divergence. Things are moving separate away from each other. And literally, look, you can just straight up look it up. RSI divergence indicator. Let's see. Here it is. So in this example, if the price goes up, but RSI goes down, we're set up for a bearish crash. If the price goes up and RSI goes down, we are set up, sorry, other way around. If price goes down and RSI is going up, we should be poised for a run up. That's usually what that indicator would mean and sustain does. And then here is the thing. If we're going to look at the MACD, it literally looks like it's moving up. It's still part of the uptick. And it does not mean that we're going to have all of this uptick available. That's not what it means. It could stop here just like it did before. It could stop here. So just kind of keep that in mind. What we do know from it right now is that it is on an uptick in the MACD. That's what basically the MACD is telling us, if we're going to use that as one of the confluent reasons that we're going to go into it. Volume isn't really picking up, but it is still on the positive. And even though it is picking up on the positive, that means that the sentiment could shift today. I mean, let's think about it. We literally dropped what, 10% in under 10 minutes knowing freaking crypto. No, when I started watching the crash this morning and I wanted to get a video out, but I had a meeting, it's about 11% in under hour and 45 minutes. And then within that wick caught everything. Now let's break it down in minutes, boys. So yeah, literally that's what I thought. In 3 minutes was the biggest part of the crash, which was about 12 minutes, 6 minutes, 9. Yeah, about 12 minutes, 9 minutes. It was about 7% of that whole crash. And then in that same 3 minute time frame, we went right back up 3-4%, and the positive sentiment had shifted and started from there. So where we're at right now, it literally looks like now that we're at a smaller time frame, one thing I want you guys to think about is when you are at a smaller time frame, it basically stretches out the time more, so the equation is more deep within that time. So how I really like to think about it, like, this is showing me basically that the RSI is actually healthy in the lower time frame. And even here, right? So we've got a low to a high and a high to a low, right? Look, high to a low. So that means that's going to carry over to the 5 minute. That's going to carry over to the 10. That's going to carry over to the 15. And it gets worse and worse and worse. And if it avoids it, then it was just healthy and was able to move on. So then that does not become a confluent reason or one of the reasons why we're going to either take the play for the positive or the negative. So that's just something to think about. So it's the kind of shit I do at night when I'm actually trading or when I'm running around not dealing with the businesses. So this is the type of stuff I really enjoy. I love trading. I love crypto. I love the volatility. I love this shit. Like, my heart was pumped. It was beautiful, you know? So I love crypto, and I hope you guys too, which is probably why you guys watch the channel. Let's look at the bigger time frame. What I see right off the bat is here it is showing that MACD is still up for an uptrend, and that's on the 1 hour. Even on the 2 hour, the 2 hour looks like we're on the uptrend, but we were still stuck in a down position. So that means that there's a lot of upswing available for the 2 hour. Same with the 1 hour. 30-minute looks the same concept. So it's a beautifully poised chart. Doesn't mean it's got a lot of confluent reasons to say it's going to get to 45 or 50K. Not necessarily. RSI is still pretty healthy from some of these like later time frames. It was only really in the 15-minute that we saw that big discrepancy. But I don't know. I don't know right now. I wouldn't necessarily say, hey, it's like if you're leveraging, you need to make sure you've got a good stop loss. If you're not leveraging and you're just kind of trading like swing trading or long-term trading, then it just depends on your risk tolerance and what token you're in. So just kind of keep that in mind as the market keeps moving. But right now the market sentiment looks like it's shifting. It's looking like, here, let's get the full video up. It's looking like the market is shifting to the positive, and even though we had this small flash crash which was news based, right, it does not necessarily mean that it's not going to get fixed within the day or two, because it's crypto. It's so volatile. Yeah, it can go down 10-15%, but it can also go up 10, 20, 30%. So same time frame. Just kind of keep that in mind. Keep your eyes open, keep the charts running, and if you've got alerts, that's probably my recommendation to play on your strategies when you're trading. Don't forget, use the Margex link below. Oh, and if you want access to good information, use the HGAccess link below. It does have you do a form. Please use my name. It would help the boys know that I sent you there. But literally, it's like the best place to put all the alpha news that we can, and I've been using it to my advantage best I can, and you should too as well. So please click the link below, comment below, let me know what you think, subscribe and share, and I'll see you guys on the next video, and I'll try to make one even sooner.